Very nice, very nice, very nice. Welcome back. Channel. Different topics, manifestations, polyamory, fringe topics, taboos of the culture. People that are into these certain things but are never brave enough to admit it. Be open. Be open, young one, young warrior. Be open to what you are into. Broaden your horizons. No one else can do it for you. Never be afraid of sharing what you truly feel, what you really feel, what you believe, what you want inside, what you truly want inside, but you're afraid to admit it. Therefore, how can you ever get it and achieve it if you never admit it? How can you ever let it truly manifest if you don't ever admit that you're into it, you like it? Your sustenance. It creates sustenance when you know you are not afraid to come out of what you believe in. What you want to see manifest, you have to not only believe it, you have to say it, you have to let it, you have to speak it into existence. Fringe topics, taboo topics, such as polyamory, relationship types. Me being in a past polyamory relationship myself. Knowing what it truly is. A different kind of love. Some were not created just for monogamy. But to create and have a deeper love, a different kind of love with multiple partners. That's really more of a fringe, different way of type of belief system and thinking than most people would think. Or a majority of people do believe it and they want it, they're just too afraid to admit it. They're too afraid. No courage to say it, what they truly want. And so, people would admit that they've never done it, they'd never do it, but they would. The same people that are on dating apps, and they support the same lifestyle, so they just never speak it, keep it hidden under a rug. And everything is repressed in the end. What do you believe in? Divine destiny. That you could ever want in this life. Just wish it into existence and it can all be yours. The drop of a hat, drop of a needle. Everything is like friction, right? You rub your hands together and everything creates friction. Static charge, friction. Or like a sweater, creating friction out of that, rub it together. You transmute, if you know how to transmute right, create sustenance through the words you speak, through the actions you take, through your physical longings, your spiritual longings in life, everything you truly desire, you can have. If you do it right, properly, play your cards right, you can have whatever your heart desires. If you are truly wanting for the lifestyle of polyamory, I would encourage you to take it, to do it, give it a try. Find multiple partners, even through dating websites that you know you could trust. Find the ones you resonate with the most, and go and, or even being a unicorn, and finding a certain couple that you resonate with the most, that you can share sexual encounters and relationships with. And just doesn't always mean sexual. It can be just, as people and as life partners. You can share your innermost thoughts, feelings, opinions, beliefs about things, and they did the same with you. And you can most definitely have something together. Most definitely. However you want it to be, you can have it. You can have it. Have everything you truly wish for, you truly want in this life. Have a partner that would wants the same thing. Have a partner that's going to listen to you and be understanding and be kind, loving, and caring. Multiple partners. And it can be just, or it could be partners you don't even build anything with. It could just be sexual, but it definitely doesn't beat to have partners that can be there for you through thick and thin and share relationships with each other, sexual and non-sexual, together, physical and spiritual, mental as well. That really, and keep doing things that excite all of you. If you are 3 or 4 or 5 people in a relationship, share everything together. Never be afraid to do what suits you best and fits you best, and wherever you want to go with it, then that's where you go. Go and create the life you've always imagined and always have wanted with yourself. Because you only get the one shot, the one life. Have something that you've always wanted for so long. And you'll do whatever it takes to get that life. Then go and pursue it with everything that is in you. Put everything you have into that life you are pursuing. And just go. Just go and make something of yourself. Others will try to dissuade you from your destiny and where you want to go, how you want to live your life. Don't ever let someone else try to tell you how to live your life or determine how a life should be lived. You are here for you and yourself and the partners that you share, that both can intermingle something, such as a manifestation, such as manifesting new experiences as life partners. The twin flame is one. Once multiple partners are together, whoever is together is like a twin flame with the different resonating colors that are flowing into that partnership, that leadership, everything that is rotating, is burning, is commingling together. So you have to ask yourself, well, it doesn't matter what, anybody tries to tell you that I want this type of relationship because this type of relationship is what's best for me. It may not even be the type of relationship someone else wants or telling me, but this is what I specifically want, desire, and crave. And this is what you're going to get and what you want to find out of partners that will help you succeed. Partners that help partners succeed is the key, is the goal. Team players, everything that both partners have like on a blueprint. Imagine like a imaginary blueprint, and you would have this blueprint laid out. Everything, all your heart's desires, wants is on this blueprint, and both can share and intermingle thoughts of what the multiple two or multiple parties want with each other's lives. And you go and you make these things happen. And you do, plan out the things you want to plan out and do with each other and keep it exciting continuously no matter what. So it's not resulting in a failed relationship like so many relationships end up because the relationship does not stay. There's no, I should say, like, friction in that relationship. Going back to what I was saying about the friction, there is no friction in the relationship. Therefore, there is no sting. There's nothing of potency, of sustenance. There's nothing alive, burning, electrifying. Like, it needs to be electrified. It needs to stay electrified, and find out what excites multiple partners, or even the partners that you're with, and just keep going with everything that all of you want. The things that keep two hearts or multiple hearts burning for one another transcend and melt into each other. I was reading some post a while back talking about, I think it was some fish in the ocean, talking about how this male and female fish will absorb into each other's bodies when they are bonded, and their organs will be just like one organ will connect. Both the organs will connect as one, and it'll be one organ flowing. And I kind of picture, like, I forget if it was an anglerfish or what kind of fish it was down at the depths of the ocean, but that kind of reminds me of a perfect example of how these types of relationships should be, or any type of relationship should be. But specifically for polyamory, not so monogamy, the same thing applies, even if it was monogamy, into the polyamory relationship as well. The organs, everything fuses, melts together, and becomes one. And all destined for greatness, success, so on, so forth. And sharing everything partners want really is key. Flowing. You want something that's going to create a sting, but a good sting in a way in these relationships and these thrilling rides, and whatever ride you want it to go, whatever ride you want it to be, and then that's what it will be. But remember, it's about the effort. The excitement comes from the effort you put into it. So whatever, you probably heard the saying before, whatever you put into it, it will put into you. That's the results you will get back from whatever you put into it. It's the same thing for these types of relationships. Sharing bondage, sharing love for one another, sharing everything all partners want, so on and so forth. Built on trust, built on loyalty, built on commitment, built on passion, desire, fetishes, whatever it is. All parties are equal in this and just are on board with one another. And it can work. It can work as long as everyone is on board with one another. It can work. It's like being a manager, part of your business. Everybody is on board with whatever is going on. But going back to keeping things exciting and rotating out, keeping things most assuredly exciting no matter what. Everything maybe if it's your first time doing it, you have to get a little bit more into the relationship. You guys will get more comfortable with each other, and everything will work out for the best if you commit. But there's no commitment as in keeping these exciting, sharing thoughts, beliefs, desires, love, passion for one another. Things can't thrive in a dead garden. It has to be a garden that is living, breathing. Everything that is living. Nothing that is dead. Fringe topics and the taboo of all this. It's like any other taboo or fringe topic that rules in our society that people are just so afraid to admit to. That they enjoy and they want. They're just too afraid to admit it. That's why they use, stuff like dating apps and everything to fulfill these desires and stuff. Which, nothing wrong with that. Just find the person and the ones that resonate with you and match with you. But if you don't want to build that connection, that's fine too. You were just in it for like the sexual matters. Sexual potency. Cliches and everything. You probably heard from people who are on these types of relationships and cliches and monogamy as well, but how intimacy and all this other stuff should be shared, but people share their own intimacy in their own ways, right? We don't all share the same thing because not one shoe fits all types. So if I was to give in a belief, my opinion on anything, it would be the not one shoe fits all. One shoe does not fit all. You have to find what works best for you and your partners as well in this. And most assuredly, it will pay off. You just have to find that sustenance that's going to sustain all you and your partners in your relationship of monogamy, or polyamory, I should say. It's like my glasses. I'm going around with my glasses, and it's like you put oil or anything down and you spread it like this. It's like you're spreading this in the relationship to keep it oiled, and so it's not rusting. It's continuously like moisturized. It's has sustenance. It has excitement in it. It's not drying up. It's not drying out. It's not dying. There's life that will be constantly breathed into these relationships no matter what. And that's the kind of relationships. Even if it's like a lot of people quit having sensual relationships, sexual relationships, romance and everything, and the relationships die out. You have to keep going. Keep it exciting, and most assuredly a word I want to use is the word spontaneous. Too many people get into relationships, even any kind of relationship, and they carry so much of that baggage from the old relationships that they bring into the new one. There's so much of a control freak. They're trying to control, and some people will purposely do this to bring people into a relationship to ruin them, to control every aspect of the relationship, dominate it, rather than being more spontaneous and going with the flow and not taking things so serious that they don't miss out on the great things in life. Because if you're too much of a control freak, you miss out on the great things about the relationship and the real life of things for you and your partners. Be more spontaneous, because you miss out on too much if you're dry. And you carry that dryness onto your new partner, and therefore they carry on, the cycle gets ruined because they don't remember it only takes one bad apple to ruin the bunch. Let live sustenance breathe into one another. Just like that fish that melts into the other fish, the male and the female, let it be similar to this. And where can you really go wrong? Keep the engines, keep everything pumping, going, exciting no matter what. Oiled up and it doesn't die. And even through hardships, keep it the same way. Learn about your partner's physical needs, spiritual, mental, whatever else. Everything will flow. Trust me, everything will flow. For sure, for sure, for sure, and for sure. Very nice. Alchemy Rising Pegasus, you're born. Out.